Hello great people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this beautiful dress right on the tumbling. So without further ado, let's just go right into it. The first thing to do is to divide your waist, the waist of the person you're sewing for, divide by 4 and then add 2 inches allowance. We are cutting the downward part first before we join it together with the upper part. So divide by 4 plus 2 inches allowance, then you come down by 8 inches and then you measure your hip where the inches stop, just like so. Don't forget to add your 2 inches as allowance as well. So the hip of this person is 40, divided by 4 is 10, then I added 2 inches allowance, so you come down by 18 inches, not 21, come down by 18 inches, and then you minus 1 inch from the hip that you measured earlier, so which is going to make it 11. This is to achieve like a pencil kind of fitting for the person. So at the length of the dress you measure 10 inches, so don't forget that you minus 2 inches from the downward part, minus 1 inches from the knee part to achieve like a very pencil look. The reason why this is not giving the look is because of the way I placed the camera, but you can see the finished look, you can see how pencil it looks. So you draw a straight line to connect all lines together, just like so. And there are different ways to go about this. Before you go directly to this, you can just minus the half length from the, so you can as well minus the half length from the upper part to achieve your downward part, to know the length of the downward part. I'm still going to achieve that right now soon. I'm still going to measure the half length to know the length of the downward part. So I did that off the camera, but I'm still going to be showing you guys what it looks like, because this fabric is almost like the actual length of the person. So I'm still going to show you guys what it looks like after cutting this off. So you can see that I used the part that is not really stretchy. This depends on what you want, guys, but I prefer that the stretchy part be at the hip side, so that it will bring out the shape of a person and be nice. So you can, so I went ahead to minus the half length, which is about 17 inches, no sorry, I think 15 inches, then continued to achieve the gown length. So I minus the half length at the upper part to achieve the gown length of the dress. I'm sorry the camera didn't capture it. So basically this is just to know what the gown length is going to be like. So if the gown length is 15, you minus if it's 58, you minus 15 at the upper part and then measure it downward to achieve the 58 and add some seam allowance to it as well. So this is what the front part looks like. I'm going to go ahead and use this front to cut to the back part. So this is the front part. I'll go ahead and use the front part to cut the back part, that is where the zip is going to pass through. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe right now. This is really educative and we go about the easy way to it here. It's always the easy route, so don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much as you do so. So without further ado, let's just continue with the tutorial. Go ahead and cut out the back part, cut out the sides first, just like so. After folding your fabric into 2, don't forget that I also folded the fabric of the first one into 2 before cutting it out. So you make sure you fold the fabric into 2. You can see the way I cut out the downward part. I gave out like some few inches at the butt side. This is to achieve like a back contour, and then I slanted it down to the downward part. This is because this is something I do almost every day. That's why it's easy for me. So what you can just do is to measure 2 inches at that butt part, and then you can minus it afterwards, remove it afterwards, the part, just like the way you see it in video. So I'm spreading the front piece back again, once again for you guys. This is the front piece that we cut earlier, where the Igbo slant is going to be. So you see this I don't know what they call it, this Igbo fabric. Now you place it at one side and then you sew it, you cut it out in the shape of that side of the skirt of the downward part. So the other side where you will not be cutting it, you make it longer. You can add like 10 inches or 12 inches, depends on how long you want it. Then you fold it like that and then attach it to the dress. You're not going to sew it. It's only one side that you sew. Please pay attention to that. There's only one side that you sew, the other side will be free. So without further ado, let's just go to the upper side of the dress. So I already have a pattern on how to cut a corset. You can check my channel, you see it there. So I'm just going to be using the pattern that I've drafted earlier to cut out the corset that will be at the upper part of the dress. This is very easy, guys. If you don't understand any of this process, you can just go ahead and watch the video over again. You will get every of the process. It's so easy to get. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask me right on the comment box. So I'm cutting out the front part, and you notice that it's only those cups that have the Igbo fabric. The body part, that is the waist, as the afuche fabric, that is the velvet fabric. So I'm going to be using the velvet fabric for that part as well. And then I'll also go ahead and cut lining to it after cutting out this fabric. I think I have about 2 tutorials on how to cut a corset, so please feel free to check. You will see how this pattern was drafted. So I already cut out that. I'm going to make sure that I added some interface to make it stand. You know that velvet stretches a lot. This is the sleeve. You can see what I did to the sleeve. This is about 4 inches. I'm going to be 8 inches wide, and then if you fold it, it's 4 inches. So that's what I'll be going to be using for the sleeve. Although I'm still going to do some pleating at the upper part of the bust. So I think I used that for the pleating, and then I used this for the sleeve. This is about 6 inches wide and 14 inches, of which I later reduced from it. So I later reduced it. So if you want yours not to be too big like this, this is 8 inches when folded, and then the length depends on what you want actually, because I still later ended up reducing it. So that smaller one was what I used for the pleat, and then the bigger one was what I used for the sleeve. Just a small bit of pleating at the upper part. You will see it when you check the video. It's very easy, guys. It's very easy. So just check the picture, you get what I'm trying to explain. So the sleeve depends on what you want actually. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the lining to it. But you know, remember that I told you that to achieve like a perfect velvet, especially for the upper part where the corset is going to be, you have to add like an interface at the other part to make it stand, so that it's not going to be stretchy at the part. It's not going to give you what you want. You can add wording to make it stable and not stretch at the bust side. So you can add wording, you can add paper stay to it, not those stay or those like stay. You can add like stay to it to make it stand, so that it's not going to be stretchy at the bust part. This will make it look really beautiful, and it will stand very well at the bust part. So if you don't add something to it to make it stand, it will be stretchy and it won't give you the result you want. It can only be stretchy at the hip side, since you're not adding any hip pad or anything. It can be stretching at the side, but at the bust part, since it's going to be a corset, it's better for you to add wording to it or add stay to it to make it stand. So without further ado, let's just continue. I've already cut out the patterns and I've cut out lining to it. So what I'm just going to be doing right now is to go ahead and cut the back side. So I'm going to fold my fabric into 2. I'm using this Igbo fabric for the back part where the zip is going to be, the back part for the upper side of the dress. Don't forget that our dress is off shoulder, so basically you can see that everything I've been doing, I've been minusing from the upper part. That's because it's a off shoulder Igbo dress. Okay, so you fold your fabric into 2 just like so. After folding your fabric into 2 just like so, you cut out the length of the half length of the person and add seam allowance. So I'm minusing 5 inches for the off shoulder, and I'm cutting out 18 inches just like so for the half length of the person I'm sewing for. Now this depends on your measurement, guys. You can see that I didn't even draw a straight line. This because this is what I'm used to. That's why I'm able to achieve that. Please don't try that so that you don't go and spoil your clothes. So draw a straight line at the zip allowance just like so. That's about 2 inches. So I'm sorry I have to do this tutorial in a hurry. That's why I'm not paying attention to every details. I really apologize for that. So I'm going to be slanting it down. I'll minus 1 inch from the downward part. You know I have 2 inches, so I'm going to minus 1 inch from the other part, and I'll slant it down just like so. So after slanting it down just like so, you cut out the slanted part, and then you go ahead and measure your shoulder, the bust, and the hip. So I'm going to measure the shoulder. I used 8 inches for this, for the shoulder part, and then I'm going up by minus 4 inches, 5 inches for the off shoulder, and that was when I came back down by 8 inches to measure the bust area, the armhole. I already measured the armhole, so I'm measuring the bust area now, so I connect it together with the shoulder. So I'm measuring the waist at the half length side. Don't forget to add your seam allowance. I added my seam allowance to every of this measurement, so I'm going to be connecting it together just like so. I'm sorry this tempo is not making it so obvious, so you have to pay detailed attention to this. So I'll just go ahead and notch the zip allowance and cut it out just like so, from the shoulder to the bust and then directly to the waist side. So this is what we have, and I'll cut out the slanted side. The reason why I slanted it down other side to avoid bulge at the zip side. You see this bulge that used to come out when you zip up. This is the solution to it, so it will be perfect on the person's waist to go downward, and it will be absolutely perfect. So guys, we are done with the cutting. This is the back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm sure that you learned 1 or 2 things. Please subscribe and don't forget to ask questions if you have anything that you're confused about. I'm going to go ahead and cut the lining for this back as well. I'm so sorry I didn't do a tutorial on how to sew it, but if you'd like me to do a tutorial on how to sew this dress after this cutting, please let me know. Kindly let me know at the comment section. Thank you so much. I love you guys. See you in my next video. Bye. So I'm going to be showing you what the finished look is like. I'm sorry for saying bye. I just noticed that the video has not ended. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you what the finished look looks like after. Come on now, take a look at this. Look how beautiful it came out. Okay, so you can see the sleeve. You see that it is actually bigger. I used the exact length that I showed you guys, and you can see the bust, you can see the pleaty that is at the corset, and you can see how that Igbo side was attached to it afterwards. So thank you so much guys. I love you. Bye.